Hello, everyone. This is Z, the SEO Queen. I call myself being cute wearing this leather jacket, but it is way too hot, so I gotta take this off even before I get started. So, as I'm waiting for people to sign on, I'm going to start off with a little number here. I want to make sure my levels are right. Let me. Okay. Is that too loud? Can you guys hear okay? Is that okay? Okay, I'm gonna just get started here. Well, hello everyone. This is Z Scott, the SEO Queen, also known as Lady Z. And I just wanted to play that song, Ready for Love, just to start off this live Q&A. Today's topic is how to get onto Google Page One. I hope all those who come to sign on, you come with your questions. If you have your domain name ready and also your primary keywords, this is going to be a time for you to get a live consultation with me. Let me turn to the comments. Hey Jennifer, thanks for joining in. So yeah, I had planned on wearing this jacket, but it was just a little too warm out here. I'm in Southern California, so I just wanted to, as I'm waiting for people to sign on, I wanted to let you guys know how I started my journey as a digital marketing strategist. So I went to MIT, where I studied information technology, website design, and just technological innovation. I grew up with computers, Ataris, Commodores, the whole nine yards. So along my professional journey, my first job after I graduated from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology was as a web applications developer for Raytheon, a Fortune 500 company. Fast forward, I worked at my first digital marketing agency, which I went from took from $0 in revenue to $500,000 in recurring revenue. But at that time, I had a very discouraging secret. I was on food stamps, and I was ashamed, I was embarrassed, and I was frustrated. I didn't feel like I was being seen. I did not feel like I was being heard, and I definitely was not being valued. During that time, I went to the owner of the company and asked for a raise. On three occasions, I was refused. So I decided to take command of my own professional destiny, and I started my own company. I decided to start my own company. So in January this year, TSQ Marketing Incorporated was officially incorporated as an S corporation, and I'm currently servicing clients all over the country, and I'm so happy with the fact that I have been able to help so many companies over my career, over 200 businesses, get them onto Google Page One, get them to the top of their niche, and get them their share of the 1.2 trillion searches that are happening on Google annually. Just Google. That doesn't count YouTube. It doesn't count Facebook. It doesn't count Amazon. Now, I wanted to answer any questions that you guys have about search engine optimization, digital marketing, paid, organic, you name it, because I really want to encourage business owners to really use the digital space as a source of, as a marketing platform and as a sales tool as well. I know from marketing research, it takes six touches for your best customer to know that you even exist. It takes 6 touches, and most companies, most successful marketers employ 14 tactics to drive their sales funnels. So I wanted to touch on any of these topics in the realm of digital marketing, because I know that there's a lot of people who are frustrated. There's a lot of people out there who have questions, and I want to be a resource and be of help to you as you are endeavoring to improve your digital marketing and your online presence. So again, my name is Z Scott, the SEO Queen, and I am here to answer any of your questions that you have about search engine optimization, paid ads, and the like. So I really wanted you guys to, chime in if you can. And I see that there's some people on the phone line as well. If you're online, I just put the phone on speaker. So if you have a comment, just speak up. Again, this is Z Scott, and this is a live question and answer session. And I'm waiting for the first person to rush to the mic and give me a question.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hey, you can hear me? Okay, great. Hey, this is Kevin. Thank you for your transparency. In fact, based on where your past experience has allowed you to forge ahead, to step out and, do your own thing. And where you were at, this is where I'm at right now today, ironically. So I think this call is very timely.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm looking to, I had my website up for my insurance page, so I have to get back up and going. But I just wanted to know, what are some strategies, one, to, once I get my website up, to get, on the top of, Google's search page with the SEO, mm-hmm. and also to expand or to increase my audience on both Facebook and Instagram social media platforms.
Okay, well, why don't we start with Instagram? A great way to boost your impact, you want to make sure that your business page, your Facebook business page, and your Instagram page are connected. You can do this through going to your settings and actually, you can't see me, but people on Facebook Live can see me because I have my cell phone here. But you want to make sure that your Facebook business page is created. And when you go to your Instagram app, you go to, let me sign into my account on this phone. You just want to make sure that they're connected. And then what you want to do when you're posting, you want to post a mix of, okay, this device is offline. You want to post a mix of images that have your face or a face, a human face, and you want to use a minimum of 11 hashtags. Now, you want to make sure that all your hashtags are relevant. You don't want to just use stuff that doesn't count. Now, there are a few hashtags that is important to use no matter what the vertical is, no matter what the topic is. So one hashtag is follow me. That hashtag is a hashtag that you should use with every post. You should also note that is a limit of 2,200 characters for the text that accompanies any image that you post to Instagram. You want to take advantage of that. I've noticed over time when I've maxed out the character limit, I have gotten a high visibility rate and engagement on my posts. You also want to go to #EFIME. That's #EFIME. So that is, let me bring that up. This website is really, really great because it shows you what hashtags are not only relevant to you, but also other hashtags that are relevant, and shows you how popular those hashtags are. So the more popular the hashtag is, the more visible that you can be. I just shared that resource. I'll also post it on the SEO Queen Facebook page. So to summarize with Instagram, you want to make sure that your Instagram page is connected to your business Facebook page so that you can get the business analytics that come with a business Instagram profile page. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your images have a combination of really helpful content, but also faces. So anytime you can incorporate your face, your image, any image, you can go to pixabay.com to get stock footage. If you want to use stock footage, you can also go to canva.com to create different artwork formatted to Instagram's specifications. And so you want to make sure you remember that 2,200 characters is the limit for the text in the post. And last but not least, Instagram only lets you have one hyperlink, and that's in your profile description. You want to make sure that the content and your call to actions that you post are in line with the link at the top of your Instagram profile. Does that make sense so far, Kevin?
Yes, it does.
Okay, great. So you're still with me. So I have one question before I go to your second tactic. So is your website currently live? Your .com, is it live? Hello? Are you there? Okay, he must be on mute. But if your website is live, I'm gonna talk about that as your third tactic. But if your website is not, yes, are you there?
Yes, I am. Excuse me. I must have accidentally hit the mute button.
Oh, okay. Is your website currently live or?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What is your domain name?
It's
joinkevinwilson.com?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to joinkevinwilson.com. And let me go to... I'm going to do a site audit live on the air. Thank you so much for being a brave guinea pig.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm still going through by sending this phone conference. I'm sure everybody can get something out of this, you know?
Right, absolutely. So I kind of want to see where you're at as far as your just your overall presence here. I'm pulling up a few tools that I use, just like a carpenter or an electrician or a plumber. As a digital marketer, I have a suite of tools that I use to help me see what's going on quickly. However, those tools are not a substitute for the experience that I'm about to share with you guys. I'm just logging in here. Yeah, so just looking at your website, I do not see a conversion form. I don't see a place above the fold where people can submit a contact request or submit a question. I would highly recommend that you implement something like that so that you can, so people can communicate with you very quickly. One thing you don't want to do with your website is make it difficult for people to contact you. Now I'm looking at your website and what you can do here to improve it. I don't know why this came up here. Okay, I'm looking at what your website is ranking for now. Yeah, so I'm looking, it appears to me that your website has not been submitted to Google's index. So one of the things that I would recommend is for you to start a Gmail account if you have not already. Yeah, I see there's a few things going on here. So your website is actually a frame. It's on joinkevinwilson.com, but it's pulling content from financialeducationservices.com. I would highly recommend that you simplify the architecture of your site, meaning that the joinkevinwilson.com, instead of having it be configured the way it currently is, I would have joinkevinwilson.com have its own hosting account with its own website content. So in addition, I'm looking at, okay, this is why I was confused, because when I did an analysis of your site, I did a quick audit. It was giving me financialeducationservices.com. This is something that's called masking, and Google's algorithm does not give high priority to websites that use this way to serve up information to the visitors of a domain name. Does that make sense so far?
Right, it does.
Right. So what I would do with you is I would definitely do a redesign so that from a server a speed standpoint and a Google algorithm standpoint that you are in compliance. See, if you were to submit your website to Google right now, it will be confusing to website crawlers, because when they go to joinkevinwilson.com and they're crawling your homepage, they're seeing financialeducationservices.com. So most cases when Google spiders see things like that, they won't even bother to index or crawl the site in those situations. So we talked about Instagram. You want to, optimize your Instagram profile using the 11 hashtags that you get from #AfyMe. And then you also want to change your website architecture so it's more search engine optimization, it's more SEO friendly. And then finally, you definitely want to use a conversion form above the fold, and make sure you index your website by submitting it to Google Webmaster Tools and getting Google Analytics installed on your site. So that's a little bit more than 3, but yeah.
So very quickly, so when you say a conversion form, is that something like a squeeze page or funnels, like a sales funnel to some degree?
Well, a conversion form is different than a squeeze page, but a squeeze page typically has a conversion form on it. So yeah, a conversion form is as simple as a name, an email, or even just an email. A conversion form you could do it in multiple ways. And so I would, you can actually, if you want people to choose what topic that they're concerned about, or if you just want them to put in their name, their email, and a note, you can have it however you think will work for your target demographic.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Basically, one that's customizable.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, do you have any other questions, Kevin, for me before I ask the next person?
No, I believe you answered my question. I do appreciate that you take the time to do that little survey. So that's helpful.
Oh, okay, great. So if you have any other questions for me, you can also go to my mastermind group. If you go to facebook.com/group/the SEO Queen, you can always post questions in there as well.
Good deal. Hey, listen, I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you too. Thanks for calling in.
Absolutely.
All right. So I see India. Hey, India. I see Gideon. Hey, Gideon. Hello, everyone. Who has a website and a question that they would like to ask live? I'm doing 3 tactics per website. Okay. Is there anyone else who would like to ask a question? Okay, so thank you so much for everyone who has signed on. While I'm waiting for more people to submit questions, and if you're on the phone line, please feel free to speak up. I wanted to share a few announcements. If you have not already, you can download my free ebook. It's called 101 Ways to Improve Your Marketing and Sales. You can download it just by going to www.theseoqueen.net. Again, that's www.theseoqueen.net. You can download that ebook. And the ebook is great because it covers actually more than 101 tactics. It's a great reference tool when you're planning your marketing endeavors and your marketing plans and tactics for your company. And it also has some information on how to connect with me on all social networks, along with some of my professional background as well. Thank you so much, India, for sharing this video. I really appreciate it. Is there any other questions, either on the phone line or on Facebook? Don't knock yourselves out. Get into the mic. Come on, rush to the mic. Someone give me a question. Hello, anyone there? Okay, well, I don't see any other questions. So I want to give you guys an update on a client that I had told you guys about before. Hey, Jerry, thanks for signing on. I had a client who got hacked in around September, October. Well, it was around end of September, beginning October last year. And the hackers placed 200,000 pages of their content onto their hosting account, their server, where their website was being hosted. And in addition, they were able to not only place the content there, but they actually submitted their own sitemaps through through having access to the server. They were able to create their own Google Webmasters account and index this hacked content. And they were indexed for over 200,000 pages, and now I think we're less than 5,000 pages now. It's taken quite some time to de-index everything. So if I can get some comments, I'm going to talk about, I can give you guys some of the steps that I took to get that content de-indexed. If you would like to know, please speak up on the phone or say yes in the chat. Okay, well, I want to share this information with you guys, and okay, so I have another question here. Jerry asked me what drew me to this field of digital marketing. Hold on, I have an incoming call. Okay, so I got into this field because I grew up with technology. I grew up with computers, and I don't think I've shared this with you guys, but I was in the process of getting ready for applying to colleges. And I was sitting at the dining room table, and my dad was sitting there, and I was just going through my mail, and I saw a card from MIT, and because I had already took my SATs, and my dad was like, I was going through it, and I was like, oh my goodness, MIT sent me a postcard. I was like, oh my goodness, trash. And my dad was like, no, get that out of the trash. My dad stopped me from throwing my destiny away. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God, he did that. So I grabbed the card out of the trash, and as the obedient daughter that I am, I applied. And the rest is history. So I went to pre-FOSH weekend in April of '96, and I loved it. I fell in love with the Institute, and it was just amazing to see the dorms and all the opportunities. When I was an undergrad at MIT, I had the opportunity to break bread with Noam Chomsky. I remember when David Horowitz and a woman from the National Coalition for a National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America, she debated with David Horowitz. What else? Oh, I met Al Sharpton, took classes at Harvard. I was in the MIT Symphony Orchestra. Being in college was a great time, and during my time at MIT, I took some computer science classes and decided to focus more on information technology, more on the business side than the science side, but still being involved in technology. So I took some website design classes. I built my first website in '96, and my first job out of college was as a web applications developer for Raytheon. And so through that experience, programming in HTML along with SQL, I mean, I'm still using all of those skills even today. MySQL drives the database that for WordPress, which is a popular platform amongst my client base over the years. So having those skills have been extremely helpful. The HTML skills are extremely helpful. So that is to answer your question, Jerry. Yeah, that's what placed me in the field. Just I have to really say, my grandmother, my father's mom, urged him to really go after a career in computers, and it impacted my mom. It impacted me. That advice has impacted my life in a tremendous way, and it just continues to. Hey, Milton, thank you so much for signing on. This is today's Q&A. I'm live looking at websites. If you have a website or an idea that you're curious about, 3 tactics to improve your digital marketing strategy, I am answering questions live. And if you have a question, feel free to jump in the chat, or if you're on the phone, speak up. I have the phone on speaker so I can hear you if you do speak up. And I'm just here, sharing about digital marketing, search engine optimization, and all of those things. I have helped over 200 businesses worldwide get and stay on Google page 1 and get to the top of their niche. So this is something that I am very excited about. I'm actually putting the finishing touches on my book, SEO Training 2017, Search Engine Optimization and Marketing for Small Businesses. That book will be available soon. I'm just in the last round of edits. Thank God. This has been a journey writing this book. So, yeah. So I think that answers your question, Jerry. Yeah, so man, it's, when I think about my time in high school and just to see what my high school classmates have done and my college classmates, it's just amazing. Amazing. So, yeah, so one thing I wanted to share with you guys is that my website, the SEOqueen.net, is going to be officially launched on Wednesday this week. On my website, I will be sharing some more testimonials. You'll be able to download still 101 ways to improve your marketing and sales. And I'm also going to be have all my products and services available for you guys to look at. I One of the frustrations that I've had over the years when I've worked for other companies is really not being able to have the flexibility to tailor packages to the needs of businesses, because businesses are usually in pre-start, startup, or seasoned phase. And when you're starting your business, you need help, but you're you're growing financially. Your budgets aren't as big. So I'm really excited about my digital marketing support program. It's only $100 a month. It's 100% online, except the 1 day a week Q&A, where you can chat with me live. It also comes with some guides, some optimization guides, some DIY guides, along with keyword research. I do that for you as a part of that program. I can grab the link and put that in the chat so you guys can take a look at that if you're interested or not. But I think it's a great opportunity to get online marketing support. And so I'll just put that in there. So do we have any other questions so far about your existing website or a venture you're thinking about? I know that India, I know that you just launched a new website, and I know you, Gideon, I know that you have your website, storywarrior.us. Do you have any questions right now at this time about that? Okay, well, usually we go for about an hour, depending on the questions that people have. If we don't have any other questions, I'm just going to say thank you so much for calling in. Thank you for signing on. I want to encourage you, if you have not already, to download my ebook, 101 Ways to Improve Your Marketing and Sales. It's a great ebook. You can do that by just going to www.theseoqueen.net. You can download it there. And I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to seeing you again. And have a great day.